Okay, so now we'll talk about market failure. So, what is market failure? It is when the market fails to meet the sufficient demands of the customers, resulting in a failing market. And this is caused, firstly, there's external costs. External costs are like stuff that can externally affect someone negatively. Say a smoker can make their surrounding people more perceptible to getting cancer. There's also private costs, which are basically non first and second party costs. Overall, both of these combine to affect what's called the social cost, which is the combination of the external cost and the private costs. There's information failure. Information failure is about when info about a product is misleading and can cause certain problems where profits are not looking good because of the misinformation given. Underproduction of merit goods. So, what is merit goods? Merit goods are basically items that are benefited by the government. The government recommends these specific items because they're good for you, like education or health. Underproduction of this is done usually by when people are manipulated into thinking that they're bad. For example, there could be like someone like Andrew Tate, right? You know, you have Andrew Tate here, right? He's cool. He thinks that going to school is not cool. So he's gonna make the next generation be influenced to not go to school. And because of which they're also not going to school. And this is basically making them not go to school. And this makes them, those people, to just, it encourages them to make less and less of these merit goods or ignore them overall altogether. And an overproduction of demerit goods, or the opposite, like stuff that is dangerous, like vapes or anything that can affect health. And this is often made, this is often by the government said not to be done. Like, you don't want this, but because of how the people are influenced, they think this is better and they think this is worse. That's pretty much what underproduction or overproduction is. Monopoly abuse. So what is a monopoly? Monopoly happens basically, it's this giant conglomerate of multiple companies together to form one big company, and they basically have a lot of power. They control everything. They control the flow of the market. In fact, they become like the market itself and make everything restrictive, making it more inelastic, just making it have less subsidies and less substitutes, making them have all the profit. And when this is abused, this can make people buy their items only, forcing them to buy them, just force feeding down the throats. And the last point is called the immobility of resources. And the immobility of resources basically refers to how mobile the resource is for us to move it around, basically, and how how easy it is to move around. And usually, the more immobile it is, the more the people want it, because that means it's harder to get across, so we give them a harder profit. Something like that. So yeah, it's pretty much what market failure is about. It's about the external costs, which and private costs, which overall affect with the social costs, information failure. Then what? And the next one is underproduction of merit goods or production of demerit goods. There's monopoly abuse, and then of course the immobility of resources. All these points contribute to market failure. So that's pretty much what chapter 14 is about. Crazy to think that this is not that complicated once you break it down. The book has a lot of just extra information that's just really annoying. So I just broke it down to the most important ones. So that's it, and I hope you guys get an install.